today I'm going to be giving a film review for Assassin's Creed. Now this is based on the popular video game series which is like created by Ubisoft, and I'm a big fan of the series, so I kind of had like I kind of had like, 'cause I know most like video game adaptations aren't too great, aren't too great. It's only like a few of them that are pretty good. So I kind of had low expectations when I was going to see this film. But I did admit though, like, that the actual look on the trailers that they had for this film, it did look very close to the game. Like, whoa, like it looks like it's going to follow like the games very closely. So I was kind of excited for that reason. Now this film is also directed by Justin Kurzel, and it stars Michael Fassbender, Marion Cotillard, and Jeremy Irons. You also have like Brendan Gleeson too as well in the film. But the film like revolves around like the actors themselves, like Michael Fassbender, like Marion, and like Jeremy Irons. It really stays like focused on them a lot throughout the film. Now the film opens with the character known as Callum Lynch, who is played by Michael Fassbender. Now he's actually supposedly like executed, but then it turns out once he is awakened, he is at Abstergo Industries, which is like a facility that is like in the video games, like known as Abstergo. He actually awakens in Abstergo Industries, and it turns out that he didn't die. They actually like saved his life, but they made it like he died because he was supposed like a criminal, and he was executed for some kind of reason. So they actually faked his death and took him to Abstergo Industries. Now while at Abstergo Industries, he meets what's her name? Yeah, Sophia Riken. I think it's Riken. I know her name is Sophia, and she is played by Marion Cotillard. He actually meets her, that she tells him about the Animus machine and so on, and that she's going to put him in it, and he will relive the memories of his ancestors, because they need his help to do this, to find out this artifact known as the Apple of Eden, which is like a godlike device, and which is also part of the Assassin's Creed video games too as well, mainly like the earlier video games, because I think when it got to the later ones, they kind of left the subject of the Apple of Eden, but it was like a big part of the first like earlier games, so they actually need Callum's help to find his so-called Apple of Eden. They need to find the location of it. So they have to actually put him in this Animus machine, which is like a virtual reality type device, which can cause the user to relive their ancestors' memories, just like in the video games. Now the character of Callum Lynch, he wasn't a part of like the video game franchise. He is actually like a new created like a hero, I guess you could say protagonist for the film itself, because he wasn't part of like the assassins of the Assassin's Creed video game series. He isn't part of that crew, He was actually made for the films in general themselves, The ancestor that Callum is reliving the memories of is his name is Aguilar. I think that's how you say his name, I thought he was kind of cool, And he actually looks just like how Callum looked, just like how the Assassin's games were too. It's like, yeah, like Altair, he looks just like Desmond, or like Exio, he looks just like Desmond, because they were all ancestors of like Desmond, who's like a big part of the video game series. So I think that's kind of cool that they did keep that touch, So yeah, he, like throughout the film, he has to keep going into like the Animus machine, and he's actually forced at one point, because at one point he's actually against doing this, but then he finds clues like his past, because it does open with a little origin story about Callum's like past when he was like a child, You can see it's like his mother be like killed, I don't want to spoil it, And that kind of, I think, what led him to being like a criminal, but they don't really get into all that. Because after the film is over, they actually leave it open for another sequel, like a sequel anyway, But yeah, the film, I thought this is pretty good, It was surprisingly, it was better than I thought it would be, I was kind of shocked that I enjoyed it this much, Because it felt very close, like, to the video game series in general, Like the look and feel of it, like the action scenes, like the way the assassins look, how they're using the Animus machine, which was kind of different than it is in the video games. I thought all that was just like superior and excellent, from my opinion. Plus, I think the performance, what kind of said this too, it was like the performances of, say, like Michael Fassbender, Marion Cotillard, and Jeremy Irons. I thought they all did good in their roles, Another thing too, like the viewpoints, they had like the viewpoints where the assassins jump off and stuff and take those like leap of faith and dives. I thought that was cool that they stayed true to the games, They had the occasional bird like flying around, I thought that was kind of cool. Like the action scenes were like fun. I thought the music for the occasional music, like the theme that they had for the film, I thought that sounded pretty good, And like I said, and even the direction, like the guy name is I think Justin, I think it's Kurzel. I thought he did a good job with like the look of the film, how it looks, because it looks very close to the actual like video game series, But Another thing too, like these are the flaws I thought the film had, which is kind of similar to the games. You don't really get to see like an introduction. You like what how the animus itself was created, because that's not even really in the video games either. How they actually created the animus, that's kind of like missing. So just like it just came out of nowhere. Like the animus machine itself. Plus, I thought it was kind of cool that they actually, like, when Colliums is inside the Animus, when he's like interacting, like reliving his ancestor memories, you actually see him like fighting. It's like there's nothing there, but he's actually fighting what he's actually seeing in his memories, in his ancestor memories. Because in the actual like video games, they just had a person like Desmond Miles. They just had him land in the chair. And I always thought that was kind of odd, because you think he would be like jumping around and moving around and stuff, like for whatever he was doing, with his ancestor memories, instead of him just sitting in the chair. But in the film, they actually show, like Michael Fassbender as Cal, you actually get to see him like interacting, like fighting and jump, and like he's climbing on walls, so like interacting with what he's actually reliving in his ancestor memories. So I thought that was kind of cool. Plus, another thing, I felt like it wasn't really enough like animus scenes. They had like three major sequences, which were cool. Like the action sequences when he actually goes and relives his ancestor memories, Aguilar. Those sequences were cool, but it's like it wasn't really like that many of them. It's like it's really his Callum's story. Like Callum's story. Like when present day. It's like the film is really like focused around that, like him and the Marion character Sophia, and like Jeremy Irons. His character as well. Who is the father of Sophia too as well. But yeah, I thought this was a good game. I mean, a good film. And I'm a big fan of the video games. So I'm kind of happy that this turned out to be pretty good. I kind of suspected that it would, because I remember like in the Prince of Persia film that they had Jay Gyllenhaal in it, and I think like Ben Kingsley too as well. I remember enjoying that film. When I saw it. So I kind of had suspicions that I may like this in the end. So yeah, I'm happy to say that I'm giving Assassin's Creed a B. I recommend this definitely for like fans for like the video game series like me. I would definitely recommend it for that crew. I would highly recommend this. I was surprised and shocked that I really enjoyed this. So yeah, this is my review for Assassin's Creed, which I'm giving a B. Alright.